Hi everyone, welcome to Rusty Rides Gravel. Today we are getting a route from the archives. This one's one I did in May of this year and I never quite got around to releasing it. So since the weather's pretty awful and I've not been out, I thought I would bring it out and have a little chat about it. The route being showcased today is a little 20-kilometre loop around Fallago Rig wind farm and Meikle Says Law. It's in the Lammermuir Hills in the south of Scotland. I actually chose to start this route from within the hills itself, but if you want to, you can cycle from Gifford or anywhere else like that and just take the roads into the hills. As for the route that I'm showcasing today, it's a short 20-kilometre route with 460 metres of climbing that nips around the wind farm before a short hike over to the Meikle Says Law trig point and for a fun gravel track descent. So once you leave the road section and start on the gravel towards the wind farm, you're met with a 3-kilometre uphill slog, gradients from 3%, maxing out at 10%. It feels long, the wind will probably be against you as well, which doesn't help, but knuckle down, it's worth it when you get up there. I learnt a valuable lesson about camera angles on this ride as well. You'll notice when the wind farms start coming into view here, quite a lot of them are cropped off. I didn't have the camera pointing up high enough, but for some reason I didn't realise that wind turbines are tall, so I didn't quite have the camera set up correctly. The little gravel trails to each turbine, they're quite hilly, quite steep ups and downs, so expect a good workout if you leave the main drag that goes through the middle. In general, I would say the gravel around the wind farm is excellent. It's fast, it's smooth, it's well maintained. Good little spot for just generally having fun on. The central belter actually also comes through this wind farm as it traverses the Lammermuirs. So there's no direct route between the wind farm and the Meikle Says Law trig point that I wanted to get to. So I chose the nearest turbine and then prepared for some hike-a-bike. The trig point views were excellent, well worth the hike over to. Also seeing my old trek again, get a little bit nostalgic for it. Poor little bike. So in the distance you can see North Berwick Law, Crystal Rig Wind Farm, right over further into the Lammermuirs and into Mid Lothian and East Lothian. So an excellent spot for getting some good views. So then it was time to hit the trail down. It's a super fast trail, bit rocky in places, and you do traverse the same burn 3 or so times, so get ready for some wet feet. Once you've enjoyed the 5-kilometre descent down the gravel track, you will be met with a bit of a wall actually. Expect to be hitting gradients between 5 and 20% as you slog your way back up to the road. Bit of a sting in the tail for this cycle, I'd say. So finally making it up to the top of that little climb at the end brings you back to the road and the end of this loop. You're free to either pack up here or carry on your cycle either back to Gifford or back along towards the reservoirs. So that about wraps up a couple of hours mucking about this nice little loop. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't. Like, comment and all the other things like that as well. Follow the socials, do the things. And I'll see you next time. Cheers everyone.